Hello, fourth grade readers and writers. We're on daily lesson 27 at ELA School, Away from School, and I'm your virtual teacher, Mrs. Ewing. All right, so let's dive in. And I want you to look at our guiding questions. What can we learn from the process of ratifying the 19th Amendment? How can stories inspire us to take action to contribute to a better world? How and why can we encourage and support others to contribute to a better world? I'm going to stop right here and I want you to think about our text that we've been reading this week. And I want you to think about, how does that text speak to these questions? How does it connect to some of these questions? All right, go ahead and pause and think about that. All right, good. All right, so let's look at the materials we're going to need today. You'll need your text we've been reading all week. Congresswoman today, look up to Shirley Chisholm and her goals. You need lesson 28 and your lesson 28 quiz, and you're going to need a sharpened pencil. So go ahead, if you need time to gather those materials, pause the video now and get those, and if not, keep going. All right, so let's look at our learning targets. I can refer to details and examples in a text when answering questions about what the text says explicitly and when drawing inferences from the text. So we've been doing this for several weeks. Remember, some questions, the answer is going to be explicitly in the text. So you're going to be able to dive in that text and find it right there. Some questions you're going to have to infer, which means you're going to have to use what you already know, what the text is saying, and think deeper to answer that question. Okay, so you're going to have both kinds of questions today on your quiz. All right, so let's go ahead and reread this text. So with a family member, a caregiver, or a friend, reread Congresswoman today, look up to Shirley Chisholm and her goals. Pause this video and do this now. All right, great. All right, so let's do some thinking. Remember the work that we've done this week. We found the main idea of the article, and we did that back in this first lesson of this week, which would be daily lesson 25, right? So you can go back to daily lesson 25, look at that note catcher. We found the meaning of words and phrases in a text. That was in daily lesson 26. You can take a look at that note catcher. We've also written about how Shirley Chisholm's influence, or how her influence on the fight against inequality. And we did that on daily lesson 27. So I wanted you to pause this video and go back and look at the work we've done this week and think through all that we've learned from this article. All right, good. So let's have some conversation. With your family member, a caregiver, or a friend, talk about these following questions. All right, question 1. What is the main idea of this article? Pause this video and talk about it now. Good. All right, so now I want you to talk about, what are the main ideas of the sections that we reread this week? So go back to those note catchers on both daily lesson 26 and 27, and I want you to think about, what are the main ideas of the sections we reread this week? Good. All right, what were some of the important supporting details in this article? Pause this video and talk about that now. Great. So what influence has Shirley Chisholm had on the past and the present? Pause this video, talk about it now. All right, good. So we've read, or we reread, we've thought about all the work we've done this week. We've talked about some important ideas. We're ready to take our quiz. I want to encourage you, take your time. Remember, let's go back to our learning target. Some of the questions, you're going to be able to find the answers explicitly in the text, right there, right? Some of these questions, you're going to have to think about, what is the text telling me? What do I already know? And then think deeper to answer those questions. All right, so pause this video and do your lesson 28 quiz now. All right, awesome. So now I want you to share your quiz with someone. Tell them why you chose the answers that you did. Prove it, right? You're an attorney here. Like, go in there and tell them, I chose this answer and I can prove it. This is why, all right? After you complete your assignment, remember to read a book for at least 20 minutes with a family member, a caregiver, or a friend. And then we have that fluency practice, right? So using a timer, it could be a cell phone timer, kitchen timer. You can have someone count to 60, but read the passage for 1 minute. Count the words you read and write that number at the top of the page. All right, I've enjoyed this week so far with you. Tomorrow, we're going to have our last writing activity with this text for this week. So I'm excited to see you then. You've done such an amazing job, and I'll see you tomorrow.